Hey guys, welcome back and thanks for tuning in to this review of the CRKT Pilar knife, a Jesper Voxness design. Probably didn't say that name right, but a pretty sweet frame lock that's very small in hand, but yet comfortable and easy to do hard work with, and we'll talk all about that through the course of the review. We're also going to compare it, of course, to a handful of other great knives, some right in the same price range and usually in the same size range, and kind of talk about my experience using this knife over the several months that I've had it. By the way, thanks to CRKT, they sent me this sample for review. And gosh, how many months ago did they send it to me? I have no idea. Joel, you can mention down in the comments section if you remember, but it's been quite a while since I received this one from CRKT, and they are very kind, very patient. They don't nag me. They just kind of let me take my time, which makes them a very fun and cool company to partner with on some of these reviews. But we're going to give you the down low, the lowdown, the honest to goodness truth about what I think about this particular knife, as always. First off, let's talk about the price. About 25 bucks. 25 bucks for this dang good looking knife. And it is really good looking, in my opinion. I think this is it's almost like a kind of a cleaver design, definitely sort of an exaggerated Wharncliffe. I don't really know how else to categorize it, but it's just a really good-looking, sexy knife. And I said so and thought so when I first saw it at SHOT 2017 when Joel first showed it to me. I really dug it, really wanted to get it in hand, and I've really enjoyed carrying it. So again, around 25 bucks, so really affordable. What makes it so affordable? Well, probably the fact that it's made in China, number one. Then we've got 8CR13 MOV steel on that for the blade. Pretty much what I would expect for a $25 knife. Stainless steel frame lock on it. Pocket clip is reversible, tip up, tip down. Got a nice lanyard hole there. And a little spacer right there that is made of aluminum, probably. That's what it looks like to me. What else could I say about the construction? I don't know, it's just well built. I would say that the liners, we could look at, not the liners, but rather the washers, which appear to be, what are they? Nylon, probably. I think they're nylon. They definitely do not have a metallic look to them, so I'd say that they're nylon washers. In hand, again, it fills the hand nicely. It's real comfortable to work with, and here's something that I did some work with right here. Went ahead and whittled a nice little fork. So some detail on that. You can get a kind of a closer look at the work that I did to it. I believe this is basswood. Real easy to work with, very comfortable and easy to cut. So, very forgiving wood, number one, but also, just kind of fun to work with. And the Pilar here was no problem whatsoever ergonomically to do that kind of whittling with. It's just real comfortable. All the rest of the work that I've done with this knife, and I've done plenty, and I've carried it plenty, has been very comfortable, very easy. Talking about that deployment hole right there, nice little oval you see there. As we fold it up, that's the total package right there. See how it fits in my hand. And then of course deployment is just a little roll out like that. Can you flick it out? Maybe. Yeah, I guess so. It's a little difficult to kind of get your whole hand on there. You don't really do it. So I just tend to roll it out, and that is fast enough and comfortable enough for me. But you see that there's this great big finger choil here, we might call that, which allows us to choke up on it, get lots of good hard and detailed work done, which is one of the reasons why it's such an easy and good whittler. Here is the Richard Kell bevel gauge, and I believe this is kind of hard to demonstrate on camera. You got to get a really close look as you're doing it, but as I was testing earlier, it looks as though 20 degrees is what our bevel is for that cutting edge. 20 degrees is great, and so that means that on the Spyderco Sharp Maker, it's super easy to reestablish that edge. And as an EDC knife, an 8CR13 MOV blade knife, you want to be able to reestablish and touch up that edge relatively frequently. I'd say every few days if you use it regularly. Maybe even every day if you use it a lot. If you're cutting a lot of cardboard, working in a warehouse or something like that. Yeah, you're going to want to touch it up almost every night. But yeah, love the edge angle on that, and in general the geometry is really good, and it's just a great looking blade overall, as I think I've said 2 or 3 times, right? What other details can we give you on this? I can't say a lot about Jesper Voxness, the designer, because I don't know. I think I've seen several of his other designs, but I don't believe I own any of them. I don't know a ton about the guy. I don't think I've met him. If I do get a chance to meet him, I'll certainly get a little more info on him, his background, and all that stuff. Hopefully I'll run into him at SHOT, but you never know. Let's definitely talk about, I guess, the length of the blade, which is 2.4 inches, thickness of 0.15 is what the listing says, overall length of 5.9. And yeah, let's get to the weight. The weight listed is 4.2 ounces, which is a ton for a knife this small, right? Seems like it. According to my scale, 4.1 ounce. So right about what the listing states. So again, fairly heavy knife for what you're getting, but in hand, it just feels real good. Great balance. Feels light and quick as you're using it, so I don't mind that 4 ounce weight. Honestly, for a knife in this size range, in this weight range, I don't mind it at all. Let's line this sucker up with a couple of other nice knives in similar price ranges or size ranges. That is the Pilar there, obviously. This is the CRKT Squid, a Burnley design. Real comparable, as you can see there. Very, very much a comparable knife. And this one is just under 20, at least that's what I paid for it. So that's, again, these two knives very much in competition with each other for your $20 bills. Here's another one. This guy from Kershaw, when I bought it, was like $13, and that's the Shuffle. I want to say it's HCR 13 MOV, but I think it's not. I think it's maybe a even lower grade steel than that. This one I do believe is HCR, and that is the Meadowlark by Bird. Bird, a division of Spyderco. Definitely also kind of competing for your money there, and roughly in the same size range. Here's something that is way more money and a little bit bigger. This one is the Spyderco Native 5, and this one in S35 VN. So if you're looking to spend a bit more money, a good bit more money, have something a little nicer quality and much lighter weight too, yeah, the Spyderco Native 5 will be one that you're going to be looking for. As I said before, I was real impressed with the Pilar when I first saw it, having carried it for many months, you know, kind of swapping in between this knife and many, many others, obviously, as I did so. But having used it throughout all that time, I gotta say it's a very, very fun and very cool knife to have in the collection. At just $25, it's extremely tempting, and I would guess that you're probably going to want to get into it if, again, you're happy to spend the money and you like knives kind of in this size and weight range. Once again, the design, Jesper Voxness has got some pretty cool designs out there. I've seen some of his other stuff, and I just think it's dead sexy myself. So probably other things I could say about the knife in this review, but we might as well keep it kind of short. I'm Elite Boy Scout. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you guys on the next one.